Too many people wanna win, but they too busy celebrating and taking their time. But I already know I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. Crown, though. Been a minute, but a minute now. Killing everybody when they wanna bring me down. And I got it cause I'm all alone in the studio. I don't need nobody trying to play a role. No turnaround time when I make my shit. Everything I do will underrate my shit. Better know the game can't date my shit. Like 20 more years they gon' play my shit. Goddamn, moving with a plan. Started out and nobody would ever understand till they heard about the money that was coming in. Shout out to the people who been showing all their friends. You know I've been locked in, never stopping. On the drop in, now flopping. Never rocking with the rap king. All the fans got my back, never lacking. In my free time I reply, never slacking. Ayy, told myself I'd find a way. 2013 they would laugh every day. Nobody ever showed love in my way. I was excited from 200 plays. Now I've been thankful for all of the hate. Gave me more reason to get here today. All of the anger got put in the work and I'm keeping it going. Cause I'ma get it now though. I'ma get it now though. I'm not slowing down though. Coming for that crown though. I'ma get it now though. I'ma get it now though. I'm not slowing down though. Coming for that crown though. Crown though. I got people who been looking up to me. I can't ever go and let them down though. Only 21, yeah I'm very young. I'm still trying to figure out my route though. I've been falling back on some bad habits, getting distracted by.
Alright guys, what's up? I am going to be doing some more audio testing. Right now you might hear stuff in the background. That's my daughter watching her like YouTube Kids, I think is what she's watching. So this is just going to be a short video. I'm not going to be on her too long. Just trying to check the audio to make sure that the microphone audio is louder than the gameplay audio. I did a stream last night, kind of late last night, and I was noticing that the audio was a little bit the game audio was a lot more overpowering than the microphone audio, so I just want to see if I can correct that. So I am going to be doing that right now, and I'm going to be playing a little bit, so hopefully I do halfway decent while I'm doing this. Alright, microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's do some gameplay and then see how that works out. There's literally no one there, that he just appeared when I died. game. Oh, come on. I stopped shooting her because I thought she was dead and she had like a little sliver of health. That's retarded. Oh. Last night I was talking a lot more than I am today, and I don't know if it was that I was sleep deprived and I was just fucking talking out my ass, or if I was or it's also because it was late night and I felt a little bit more confident there weren't gonna be as many people on. I was like, there's not a lot of people. Just, you know, talk, practice, so that when you're playing in the morning, you don't feel like out of place, since this is still new for me. So that's what I was trying to do. And then I was talking about some stuff that you couldn't really hear on there, so I'm probably gonna go over some of that stuff right now. Just stuff in general in games and the whole like microtransaction thing, and some of the parts of microtransactions that a lot of people don't really understand, or they don't get, or they haven't heard about it, or just, you know, they don't even think about it. So some of the stuff that I was saying, as far as microtransactions and stuff like that go, is that a lot of the games nowadays are pay to win. That's just the way that they are, and they can say that they're not, but it's pretty obvious to especially to people like me that I'm grown, I have kids, I have my family. You see it because back in the days when I was growing up and I was getting into games, I used to play on PC, and then from PC I went to the very first Xbox, the original Xbox, the one with the big ass green X on top or whatever. And on that one I used to play a lot of Rainbow Six, Las Vegas, Rainbow Six in general, the game. That was like the go-to back in the days. And they never had microtransactions on there, and the game was fun, man. Like you had fun. And nowadays it seems like they'll give you a game, but then where the hell is everybody? Oh, like I was there. But now it seems like they're trying to make it like pay to win. Is there anybody even here? Oh, one dude. Come on. I'm just gonna stand until they either get more or he kills me, because at least he's staying in the fight. Unlike everybody else in their team, they just quit. You know what I mean? So I'll just stand here, let him get killed, so I could tell you guys what I was trying to tell you guys anyways. Alright, so the whole thing with video games nowadays, it is all like pay to win, and I don't even see how they're getting away with it, because a lot of the times that the pay to win stuff is in like boxes and crates, and you're gambling because it's like you don't know what's in there. It tells you it could be one of these things, and then you don't ever get the thing you want, and the things that are very valuable you have to play over and over and over, which is gambling. and a lot of people who play this are not old enough to be gambling in the first place. So how is that even a thing? You know, that's number one. Well, there's more people now. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that a lot of people don't understand, like, because of how can I put this? Like, I was trying to start streaming. I'm trying to do this for fun, but I also want to make this kind of like a job, you know. But I'm treating it more as game first because I truly enjoy this, and if I treat it like a job, well, I'm not gonna want to do it. So the reason I'm doing that is because I hurt my back a while back, and there's not a whole lot that I can do because I can't sit for that long, and I have to stand up and stretch, and then I can't stand for that long. So I'm just kind of like in this middle area. So I figured I would do this, so kind of distract myself from all the anxiety and stuff that I have. But not just that, if I do pretty good, I could also make a little bit of money on the side. So that's kind of, you know, why I'm doing this. I'll be straightforward with you. I'm not trying to act like, you know, like, look at this guy. I'm not gonna act like, you know, doing this to get famous or anything like that. Like, I honestly don't care about that. I'm just trying to make a little bit of money on the side since I can't really work or anything like that. Just trying to help out and enjoy it, because this, like I said, this is what I like doing. So, alright. I'm just trying to say that because here, and I know I'm rambling here, but I'm still new to this. You guys gotta remember that. What's going on here is that when you do pay to win, a lot of people don't understand that when you have YouTubers and you have streamers, people on Twitch, and you have a Mixer, you have all this stuff, all this media, right? Because this is what it is. It's media. It's like when, you know how they say, oh, no publicity is bad publicity and stuff like that, because as long as you're getting heard, it's good for you. Whether it's good or bad, you're getting your name out there. People are starting to know. If they didn't know who you were, they'll fucking look you up to see, like, oh, I heard that this guy did this, and that, and then they look you up because they want to see who it is that they're talking about. So this is why the video games get away with all this microtransaction. You got these YouTubers who get sponsored by these video companies, the game companies, and then whenever they're sponsored, they'll give them the free game, they'll give them a lot of the attachments, they'll give them, you know, a lot of the stuff that you have to pay to get in those boxes. They give that to them, you know. So then you get these people who are professional YouTubers, professional gamers, not just YouTubers but gamers, and what they do is they go out there and they make these guns look amazing, like, oh, the rate of fire, the accuracy, this and that. So then, you know, kids easily persuaded. That's why they have that whole peer pressure, high school peer pressure thing. They see all this stuff, and then they're like, oh, I gotta get that, I need that, and then so then they buy it, and then they're using it, and then you got people like, you know, they're grown, like me and my friends, and we're just playing, trying to have fun, and we can't even have fun because everybody has these guns that are super powered. So if we even want to like compete so that we don't get frustrated by how we're getting owned all the time, you have to buy those guns. So it's just one person starts it, they make the gun look like more than what it actually is, because they're professionals, and you can get a gun that is fucking amazing, but you put that gun in the wrong hands, someone who doesn't know how to use it, and that gun's gonna look like shit. You know, same thing with any gear. If you don't know how to use it, you're gonna make that look really, really bad. But you put in a professional gamer who's better than the average person, whose reaction time's a little bit faster, or strategy's a little bit better, or knowledge of the game or map is a little bit better than the average person, and they're gonna succeed no matter what, just because of that. And so then, like I said, then you make the item look really good, really appealing to, you know, to your viewers or whatever, and then they're gonna want to get that, and then there goes the YouTuber got sponsored, they got that for free, they probably even got a little bit of money on the side, and now the game is gonna make thousands of dollars off of that, because even if it's only like, you know, $3-4 here, you got thousands of people buying that thing. So the microtransactions thing is just out of hand, and that's my personal opinion as into why I myself don't like it. Um, it's because of that, because it's put out there for YouTubers and Twitch people on Twitch and all that stuff, and they advertise this stuff. They make it look amazing. They make it look really good, and other people get it and they play it, and then or not just that, but there is the other time when they genuinely make a gun that's powerful, and you could be a really bad player, and then you get this gun that's overpowered, and now even though you're a really bad player, you only got to get 2 shots in, and everybody else who doesn't have that gun has to get 10, 15 shots in. That's a big deal. And then you give that gun to a player who's really good, and that thing is OP. You can't even compete against that player. So now you gotta go to buy that gun just to compete. That's how that thing works. And I've never liked it. I always thought it was dumb. I always thought that they should fix that. I always thought that they should have like um, 2 different servers or 2 different like not necessarily games, but 2 different options that you can do. Where if you're a streamer or you're a professional or you're MLG or whatever you want to call yourself, and you want to play the games that you're okay with microtransactions and the whole pay to win thing and competing in that fashion, they should, when you buy the game, you should get a certain code or a certain thing on there that allows you to go into those private servers, to be in those private lobbies where you're guaranteed a server in there, you're guaranteed to be able to play with other people who want to do the same thing or whatever. But then have another one where it's for all the normal players who are just going in there trying to have a good time, who don't want to buy the game for $60 and then have to invest $140 just to be competitive. Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. If you like, I think most people would rather pay like $5 to $10 more up front and just completely get rid of the whole microtransaction thing than to be like, oh yeah, only charge me um, let's say $30, but then add microtransactions, because then um, it's not that big as hit if you're not gonna buy all these things. Or better yet, do it like PUBG and not PUBG. I think I had that game I actually had to buy. Do it like Fortnite and Warface and uh, what's the other one? The DC um, Heroes or whatever those games are. Those are all free to play games. H1Z1, those are all free to play games. They're 100% free, and then they have like microtransactions where you can buy certain gear, certain outfits, stuff like that that you can use in the game. And a lot of times it's outfits, so it doesn't really even affect your armor or your gun. That stuff I think is fine because you didn't pay anything for the game. So if you spend $50 on it, $60 on it, that's what you would have paid for it if you bought it. But now you have all this extra stuff that makes up, for like all this bonus stuff that you got. You got the game, you got all this bonus stuff. Is the way that you can see it, rather than paying $60 for the game up front and then still have to pay for all this other stuff like that. All this like the blackout pass, the stuff that the division has, the passes that they have, like all that stuff. That's a big, like that's a big. I don't know. I really generally just don't like all that stuff. I think it's not right. It went from being game stuff that you can enjoy to becoming like, well, it's always been a business, but it's more business like the way they do it, and so it's, I don't know. I think it takes a little bit away of the fun. And then that's another thing that right now I'm mentioning the division. That's another thing that reminds me of how this like pay to win and stuff like that. The division's not that bad on it because they don't really give you guns and stuff like that. But uh, like we were playing Black Ops 4, we bought it. Me and the group of friends that I play with, we all got this game and we've been playing it. And the thing that sucks about that is that um, we were noticing that if you have a clan tag on your group, or if you're in a party, you get put into other rooms with other clans and other parties. And it wouldn't be that bad if the clans or the parties were the same rank as you, but it's not. That's not the way it works. It could be one player in your group can be, let's say, like me and my son, we're both level 30s. So one of us can be level 30, and the rest of the people and the group can be, not even in 10 yet, not even double digits, and they'll put you in rooms and lobbies with people who are either already on their second prestige or are 55 or 50s, and it's like, how is that even close to fair matchmaking? And in the division, you have the same thing where you could go in to play last stand scrimmage or a skirmish, and you go in there and you could be a level 1, and they'll put you in a lobby with like 8 level 99s, and it's like, how is that fair? It in no way is that fair. Like, even if you're saying, oh, but they have the same gear, okay, but if you're level 99, you've obviously played a good amount of time, so you would have an advantage, not so much because your gear is better, but because you would know the maps better. You would know what to do. You would know the objectives. You kind of have an idea where most people go. You have an advantage, a huge advantage, over someone who's only played or is playing their first match. And that's huge in the division. The matchmaking is ferocious in the division. And then playing Black Ops, and I'm like, holy crap, yeah, you can be a level 99 here, but it's worse. It is worse in Black Ops. And that leads to the whole pay to win thing in Black Ops itself. You're pretty coming into the game not knowing what the hell's going on, and you're going up against these people who are second prestige, third prestige. There's a dude on there that we saw that was already like almost, well, not almost, he was halfway past. He was in his second prestige and he was halfway past it, like about to hit his third. That was insane because the game hasn't even been out that long. And they put us in the lobby with them, and we had 2 players that weren't even level 10 yet in our lobby. And then we took off. We were wondering, we were like, well, what the hell? Why is this match like? Why is it pairing us up like that? So we're like, we took off WB. We put WB in front of our names. Whatever, bro. It's a clan slash not really a clan. It's more like just what we call ourselves whenever we're playing. Like we're playing, we get shot, and if someone kills us or something, it's just kind of like, whatever, bro, I don't care. Yeah, that's kind of what we did it as, more as a joke. But we took that off, and as soon as we took it off, it stopped putting us up against clans. And I was like, wow, like if that was a thing, why wouldn't you just make it a lobby where if you go in there, you want to play against other clans. But if you're not in there, you're not trying to play those other clans, you're just trying to play. Play with the group of people you're with or whatever, but you're just trying to play. So that's kind of how I saw it as, and I just thought it was kind of weird. And then that was the one thing we noticed, and then we weren't sure, and then the person, one of the guys we were playing with, he decided to put his clan as I suck, so we were doing real bad, so he put I suck. As soon as he did that, we started getting put in lobbies with clans again. So we were like, okay, this is definitely a thing. It's not something that we kind of thought it might have been or something. No, it was definitely a thing. And so we thought that was very dumb. And then the whole thing where it was putting us in lobbies with people that were just way past our rank, like, and their experience. And then not only that, but they're people who pre-ordered the game and got all these special guns. It's crazy. And like we're not that good of players. I would say we are your average player at best. We might have some nights where we just do really good, and we're like impressed by ourselves because we're like, ooh, I did really good. But that's not something that happens all the time. So it's just kind of crazy the way that they prepare you up there. So we actually didn't even play yesterday. We went to the division because we were like, if we're gonna be in that mismatch, at least play a game that we played enough to where we know stuff is at, and they don't have the advantage over. They know all the maps already, and they have high rank, and they have all the guns unlocked, and it was just a matter of more like skill, you know, a little bit more fair. Like I said, Black Ops 4 is just a lot worse with the matchmaking than the Division is, and the Division is bad. Like if people who play the Division, they know that it's bad. It's pretty ridiculous the way the matchmaking works on that. But yeah, and it leads to the whole, you know, again, pay to win thing. You go in there, you're getting owned by someone, and they have all these guns because they're a higher level. You're like, oh, to compete, since I'm a low level and I'm a level 1 and they keep pairing me up with level 50s, I have to buy a gun, I have to buy armor, I have to buy something to be able to compete with them. And then there was a microtransaction thing again. You know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. So I just wish they would take it back to, like I said, like the old Rainbow Six, the old Call of Duties, like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. Like, oh, dude, that dude just fucking tight. Like all those games are really good, you know. Like easy to enjoy, easy to play. You didn't struggle that much. Wow. They were easy to play. You didn't struggle. You knew exactly where you were getting. They did give you updates and stuff like that. They wouldn't give you a whole lot, but then by the time that you would want another one or anything like that, they would just release another game, and then those were your maps, like your map pack. You know what I mean? So yeah, they didn't have updates the way they do now, but that was your map pack, and I'm fine with that. Where they you know, no microtransactions, but I'm fine with them charging you for new maps, because it's like getting another, you know, part 2 to the game, depending how many maps they give you. But that's fine. It's just the microtransactions of, oh, buy this and you get a better gun, buy this and you get a gun that you can't get unless you spend actual money to get. That's the stuff that really annoys the hell out of me. So this is more of an audio test than anything else, once again. So hopefully this is sounding okay, and hopefully you guys bear with me on my rant. It just really bugged me since we were playing it, like I said, the last few nights, and we were just noticing how bad the matchmaking was. And we've tried a bunch of different modes, and it's the same BS at every single mode you play on that game. So we were trying to figure it out before we started streaming, because we were just getting just frustrated in general. Like you buy a game, you know, you pay $60 for a game so that you can enjoy it and have a good time, and you can't even do that because of how terrible the matchmaking is and how unbalanced the game is itself. Is just, I don't know. And then I think it was not yesterday, the night before, we had some of the worst freaking lag. We were picture framing and skipping. For a good minute, me and my son thought there was people lag switching, because we would think we would get lag switch and we weren't sure. And then we would see the kill cam of this guy killed like 3 or 4 people all in a row, and every single time right before the guy killed the other person, it would picture frame bad, like really bad, to the point where you would see like, you know, you're watching the person getting the kills, you would see their opponent, and they would like jump in the air, and they would just completely freeze in the air, and they would just mow him down, and then the body would drop, and then he would turn, and then here comes the guy around the corner, his head pops out, all of a sudden he's frozen, he gets fucking rocked with a headshot, and then the guy slides around the corner, and then turns, and as he turns, it picture frames again, and then what do you know, here's another kill. Like, it's just bad, and they're being caught on the kill cams. So we're just like, you would think that, you know, Treyarch would do something about the people caught like that, but because the game is still, you know, it's fresh, you don't know if it's the servers that are getting overwhelmed, or you don't know. It could be like just because the servers, too many people on. Could be stuff like that. It could be a thing where you're playing against someone who's really far away, so the pings are off. There's a lot of variables there, but you would think that they would announce or say that they're looking into that issue because it was something that's been happening or they've noticed, but I haven't seen anything, and it's happened. It happened so much. Like I said, not last night, but the night before. It happened so much that everybody called it a night a lot earlier than we do, just because of how frustrating it was that you would there was times where you would turn a corner and you would just get annihilated, and then you would see the kill cam, and it'll be you were getting shot pretty much by a ghost, and then you would see the kill cam and they were like right in front of your face, and you're like, no, they weren't. Like on your screen, you're like, no, they weren't. There was no one right in front of me. There was no one at all. Like, I know there was no one. Like, what the hell's going on here? Oof, someone saved my life. But yeah, I need to start focusing on the game and not my rants because I am getting destroyed. And this game's pretty fun. I think this is what a lot of the Call of Duty should have been. 4, I actually like 4 a lot. It's just the matchmaking is just really bad. I have rockets on this now. Oof. Yep. So anyways, that was my rant. Sorry to put you guys through that, but hey, it helps me get over my nervousness of trying to chat with you guys right now. It's kind of like I'm kind of lucky that there's not a whole lot of people on here that are actually like talking back or anything like that, because that would make me more nervous than as it is right now. I'm having trouble focusing on what I'm doing and playing at the same time. I don't know if you saw, I did really bad. Got 10 kills and I probably died like 200 times. But yeah, I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure most of you guys, if you're gamers, you would know about this game already. IRONSIGHT. It's in beta right now, but pretty much anybody who wants to get it can get it. Just go to their website, you just download it from there, and then you can play. It's really good. It's boots on the ground, so you don't have to worry about all this like people jumping around doing all this weird shit. For one, and then two, it doesn't. Pretty much any gun that you can buy with money, you can buy with game creds as well. And then like the armor, the vest, all that stuff is just cosmetic, so it doesn't actually affect your character itself. It's just the way that they look, which I think is pretty cool, because you can really, like, if you really want to make them look different, you can make them look different, but you don't have to worry about someone spending a whole lot of money and getting all this cool ass armor, and then you can't kill them because they have all this extra armor. Whatever one person can get, the other person can get too, so that's pretty good. It's still in the beta phase, so it's not finished, but it runs like it's a finished game. Like, I've played like PUBG, for example. That game, it's so bad. Like, they need to optimize that thing a lot. Like, my computer runs about just any game that I throw in it. I'm able to run it on high to ultra settings, and that game I have to run in medium settings because it just will not run right if I put it any higher. And it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous that how badly optimized it is, but people fucking play it like crazy, you know. And I myself would prefer playing like H1C1 than to play that game. And then I've been in there a few times where I'm playing, and there's hackers, like, holy crap, hackers. And I know they have to know this. They have to, but they don't ever do nothing about it. I need to pay attention to my bullets. I don't know if I need to reload or not. But yeah. I was just in there. Well, not in there, but I was in that building. Yeah, but this game's a really good game if you have a computer. Like I said, it doesn't take much to run it. The front and the back, huh? It doesn't take much to run the game. So, and then I've put it on low, medium, high, and then ultra. I run it with all three settings, and I really can't tell graphics-wise the difference. Like I just can't. I don't see any difference in the graphics. But I do see difference in performance. Like it will actually perform better if you lower it than when you have it, really high. Damn, he shot me like twice and just knocked my ass out. But the graphics to me don't look like it's. If there's any, I would really have to be like this, and staring at stuff to see it, because I honestly don't see the difference. I don't have a 4K monitor. So maybe if you have a 4K monitor, you would see a difference, but I don't see a difference. And the game, like I said, it's a good game. Oh. Supposed to have like fast healing all slow. Jesus, man. Last night, I guess the players are either half asleep or maybe I was just had more. I don't know. I was on point last night. The video's up. You guys can go see it. I had a few rounds where I did really good, and right now I can't get nothing going. So, and I wish it would show. Oh, it does show you. Okay. Yeah, everybody's connection's good. So. Because when I first caught on to this game, there was 2 days back to back in a row where I would be the only one with green bars, and then everybody else had yellow or red bars or whatever. It was just really frustrating because I'm trying to play, and that means that the pings are gonna be off. That means that they're gonna see you before you see them, or vice versa. And so it's just no bueno. And then right now they're beating me that reaction time, man. And that's that. I like that gun. Just trying to save up enough money to buy another gun, because I bought this gun that's like a close quarter gun, and it's really good for what it is. But it's good from close to mid, and then horrible for everything else. So I need something that's good from mid to long. It sounds like I got sniped, but I definitely sniped that one. Oh, that guy guy got fucked up. Alrighty. Beat it. No duh. Alright, well, I'm not gonna take your guys' time up anymore. Oh, I can go and review. I can go and review the footage and see how my mic sounds, and if my mic is still lower than the gameplay, or if my mic is way too much. It's a lot higher than the gameplay. Like, I'm afraid of doing that too, because I don't want you guys to hear me rant and not the game at all, where you can at least be hearing me getting killed over and over and over. So like, this guy talks a lot, but I like the fact they're killing him, you know what I'm saying? So just gonna review the thing, and then see if I need to make any further adjustments, and then I'm gonna start streaming more, and more than anything, try to improve a little bit in this game. I actually want to back out and start it again. And then I would use this gun as a 3-round burst, and I hate 3-round burst guns, so we use this one. Yeah, I want to get some new stuff, some new. I play Warface and stuff like that on here too. I play on the PlayStation 4, but I like it on here more. So I'll do some Warface. I also do like drifting with what is it, cards. So I'll probably do some gameplay of that, and then let me see that here. Oh, that sucked. And I want to do stuff for that, and then I want to do. I have a Division on here, but I'd rather just wait for the Division 2. And then we'll see what else I play on here until I can get myself a capture card, so that I could, because I play mostly on the floor. Like, that's what I do. The computer, I just have it for editing and stuff like that, but then I started playing on it because it's a gaming computer, and I was just using it for editing. I figured I could just stream, and then I don't have to waste my time on editing so much, because editing takes a good amount of time. So yeah. So alright guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it here, even though my team's probably gonna get mad because I'm gonna leave. But I'm pretty sure they will manage without me, being that I only have 1 kill. So alright guys, have a good one, and I'll be on streaming later tonight from the 4, playing Black Ops. So hopefully I'll see you guys there.
See, too many people want to win, but they too busy celebrating and taking their time. But I already know I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. Crown, though. Been a minute, but a minute now. Killing everybody when they wanna bring me down. And I got it cause I'm all alone in the studio. I don't need nobody trying to play a role. No turnaround time when I make my shit. Everything I do will underrate my shit. Better know the game can't date my shit. Like 20 more years they gon' play my shit. Goddamn, moving with the plan. Started out and nobody would ever understand, till they heard about the money that was coming in. Shout out to the people who been showing all their friends. You know I've been locked in, never stopping. On the drop in, now flopping, never rocking with the rap king. All the fans got my back, never lacking. In my free time I reply, never slacking. Ayy, told myself I'd find a way. 2013 they would laugh every day. Nobody ever showed love in my way. I was excited from 200 plays. Now I've been thankful for all of the hate. Gave me more reason to get here today. All of the anger got put in the work, and I'm keeping it going, cause I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. Crown, though. I got people who been looking up to me. I can't ever go and let them down, no. Only 20 21, yeah, I'm very young. I'm still trying to figure out my route, though. I've been falling back on some bad habits, getting distracted by the wrong things. Trying to balance out the music life with the social life. It ain't what it seems, but I can't complain, cause I asked for this. Always feel like God's been testing me, trying to see how I handle all the roadblocks. It's easy losing everything you got. I've been praying that the love just don't stop. I've been working and working and working. I know that there's nothing for certain, but I want it all. Got love for people who clicked on my music and gave it a chance without blowing it off. Nothing is taken for